Hey, good Friday morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. And, I've been doing it for 35 years. I've seen some things. Computer models are great. Once in a while, I believe my human head still tells them what they're going to trend toward. And where I'm going with this is you got to watch out for the internet meteorologists, as I call them. Everybody has open access to most all these models now, and what the weather enthusiasts do is they find the most bizarre snow or rain or whatever situation, and they post that. And what a time suck it is for us professional meteorologists. We get texts all day. Did you see this? Did you see that? Did you see that? We have to respond. Actually, for free. Our time is money too. Don't get me started. But where I'm going with this is the Great Lakes are very warm. I've already got a post going up in the next half hour that the Great Lakes, most every lake is at or is near or at a record warm temperature for right now. That is a tremendous heat source. When cold air masses come down, it modifies those cold air masses. You might say, well, that's going to make super heavy lake effect snow. It will eventually if that water stays warm and doesn't gradually cool down to normal. But you got to have the cold air coming in. And why isn't the cold air coming in? Because the overall pattern is warm. So I'll get off my soapbox now. I'll give you the details. And now I've given you the hard stuff. I am going to make it easy for you because I know it's Friday. I know you don't want to put the thinking cap on a whole lot. So let's just get through some basic weather. How does that sound? And we'll look at the, hey, Gary Clark watching from the deer blind. He's already got a 7-point. Congratulations. And we will look at what I'm calling the killing of the snow rumor for next week. Just like the hurricane, we had the hurricane rumor 3 or 4 days ago, and I had to write a post about that. Just not real likely, and then 1 to 2 days later, the models kill it off. So human beings are still better than the models at times. All right, so we're socked in by clouds, obviously. Those will be breaking up. Radar shows not much really showing up. Is there a spritzel here and there? Yes, there is. 5 or 10 minutes in a spot. That's about it. Then we get into next week, and where's the next storm system? It's out west. So these storms are going to drop into the southwest part of the country. That's where the anomalously cold, snowy weather looks like for the next couple of weeks. New Mexico's already had a big snowstorm, and it looks like they could have another one. Now, when those storms pull out of the southwest, how do we get cold enough to have any snow with those? We have to have the cold air from Canada in place, and it's just not happening. I want to say hi to some folks. Larry Pusker, you're always with us here. Good morning to you. Pamela Todoroff, always with us. Good morning. Wayne Lynch, good morning. And Karen Galindo, good morning to you. Let's see. So there's the next storm system off to the west. It arrives around Tuesday or Wednesday here. So what I said was I'm going to make it easy for you on this Friday, on this MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. So this is the storm pattern, the pressure pattern, and the rainfall types, rain versus snow. So we are dry today, we'll call it, and Saturday. Sunday still looks like some showers in the northern half of lower Michigan during the morning, early afternoon. And then in the evening or overnight, maybe a quick shower in the southern part of the state, but dry. Monday looks dry. Next storm system coming out of the southwest, pulling to our west. Remember, that keeps us on the warm side. So Tuesday we get showery, warm showers. And then this model, remember its pitfall. It always wants to be cold. So yesterday it showed a large area of snow over in Wisconsin, Illinois, Minnesota. Now it shows the upper low and a cold pocket of snow to our south. That is plausible. I'm going to write about this. There could be a freak little strip of wet snow under the center of the low pressure system. It drags the cold air down. Right now it does not appear that's in Michigan. Right now it appears we're way too warm for snow. And then but what it would be is a really good drought lessening widespread rainfall for the entire state. Very good rain for our trees and our evergreens. Hey, good morning, Margaret Winnie from Benzonia. What a beautiful little still hidden spot of Michigan. Hopefully I don't blow your cover, but Benzie County is about where it's at. And then we go to late next week. That storm system pulls off. You didn't see any blue in there. And we're out 10 days. We are approaching Thanksgiving there. We're at Monday before Thanksgiving. And we're back into a warm flow as the storm develops out in the Dakotas. So same model, little closer look. There's your Saturday morning into early afternoon showers. Cadillac to Grayling through Traverse City, Charlevoix. A couple of half-hour showers. 2/10 of an inch. And then we go into a Monday, and here's your Tuesday showers. Having a tough time coming toward us and holding together. Second part of the storm system. There's your upper low through Indiana, Ohio. You know, with some snow. Is this overdoing it? That is the kind of situation that is possible. We will watch that. What if that upper low tracked, 200 miles farther north? That strip could be in southern Michigan. So not going to rule it out, but it will have to be under the upper level low pressure system where the cold pocket is, not on the backside of the storm. There's just simply not any cold air. And the Great Lakes are still in the 40s, 50s, and 60. How do you get cold? How do you get cold with a constant source of the largest freshwater source in the world very warm? You don't. Common sense. And then we go into the weekend and we head out toward the Thanksgiving holiday. So look at these temperatures. Bear in mind our normal high temperature. So, I just want to reiterate that we have been abnormally warm. I looked. November right now, the first half of it is running about 6 to 7 degrees warmer than normal. A record warm month usually is somewhere between 8 and 10 degrees warmer than normal. So we're not on record pace at the moment, but as our normal high goes down a degree every 2 or 3 days, and we stay steady in the 50s, we're building that above normal amount. And we could wind up with, say a top 5 warmest November. I can't remember where I was going with this, so let's just get on back to the maps. Where I was going with this was when I show you 7 days of temperatures in the 50s, that is abnormal by about 10 to 15 degrees for this time of the year. And we really sometimes have a hard time grasping what is normal in Michigan because every year is different. Could be cold one year, warm one year. Of course, we know the trend is warmer over time. So low 50s today, low to mid 50s tomorrow. Look at Sunday, flirting with 60 degrees in a lot of places. Good morning, Bruce Lundy. Good morning, Melissa Cohen. Good morning, Kelly Shizmansky. Hopefully I did that right. Monday, 50s. Tuesday, 50s in southern lower and maybe even 60s. Wednesday, maybe 60s in Ann Arbor and Detroit. That's ahead of the storm system. Joe Narwat, remember, I gotta lecture everybody on this, a kind lecture. Everybody's always felt warmer than normal Great Lakes means heavy lake effect snow. You gotta get the cold air to come in. And the cold air may not come in because we're in a warm pattern that keeps the lakes warm. So I agree with you. If the lakes were to stay warmer than normal into early January, eventually we'll get a cold pocket. It may be short-lived, it may be 2 or 3 days, but eventually we'll get a cold pocket that will produce a lot of temperature difference and a heavy lake effect snow. But in the meantime, you're losing snowfall totals just by simply being so warm and not getting any snowfall. So we go into next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. How do you have any measurable snow with high temperatures in the 40s? And then November 23rd, November 24th, still 40s and 50s. So yeah, we'll ease back a touch on temperatures just simply because we continue to lose the power, heating power of the sunshine because it's inching lower in the sky every day. But I got to tell you, it's quiet. It's not a flip to winter anytime, I would say, in the next 2 weeks. And I feel like we can see 3 and 4 weeks out, and the flip to winter is not there also. Easing down to highs in the 40s and some days in the 30s, but still tracking probably 5 to 10 degrees warmer on most days. Will the winter go like this? If it does, very interesting winter, because there's nothing we can blame a warmer than normal winter on this year. We can't blame El Nino. It is going to flip to a weak La Nina. You know, then we got to start to say we've uncovered some of the weeds, and what is global warming doing to our winters? And I think we're going to find out that it is warming our winters quite quickly, you know, compared to what we would say we had in the 80s and 90s. And it is what it is. So there you go. A whole lot in this one. I go off on you first. kind of give you a scolding, sorry. And then I give you the weather. And then I give you a whole big dissertation about global warming in winter. Oh boy, you're probably like, had enough of this guy for the week. Well, guess what? Your wish is my command. You've had me for the whole week, and I'll see you back here on Monday. Take care. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa with the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy. Have yourselves a great and safe weekend. Take care.